Don't be mistaken, your bloody time's up. This ain't no game when I hit it and entertain ya.
Gotta hell, I'm not here to entertain ya. Just walk away and face the showdown. I won't fight, I don't care about the bleeding. 'Cause my freedom's undefeated. My soul on fire, burning desire. Make no mistake, 'cause the stakes are getting higher. Gotta hell, I'm not here to entertain ya. I'm not here to entertain ya.
Don't be mistaken, your bloody time's up. This ain't no game when I hit it and entertain ya.
What is up, guys? Dashing here and alive. We are for this Ascendance edition of Shockwave. And, well, as you can see, we are truly wasting no time here tonight as we jump straight into the action. And, well, already there is some friction between Troy Colt and John Lipnick. And Lipnick, who just tagged himself in, much to the chagrin. Wait a minute! Troy Colt's not sticking around. Colt's bouncing. And, well, this scheduled tag team match, I think it's just become a handicap match. And just as I was about to pose the question, will we be able to see Troy Colt and John Lipnick for just one final time get on the same page, find some sort of way to work together? Well, I get my question answered for me before I even have to ask it. Lipnick decided to mess around, and, well, he found out Troy Colt is not that guy. He is having none of John Lipnick's disrespect. Colt is gone. This is a handicap match. And indeed, as this is our go-home edition of Shockwave, Ascendance edition. Your eyes do not deceive you. Superstars from Shockwave, of course, but also Octane competing here tonight. And John Lipnick is up against Ben Stacy and Alaric, as the undisputed world heavyweight champion goes to the top rope. Big time fist drop to young Ben Stacy, who has been busted open already, by the way. Didn't even see when that happened. Lipnick is not allowing the departure of Troy Colt to phase him. People's elbow. The Colt Classic now with a hook of leg, but here comes the numbers game as Alaric in to break up the pin, and no one to help out John Lipnick now because he wanted to be a little bit of a prick. Slap across the face. Ben Stacy, though, back to his feet with a jawbreaker. Stacy, who surely is still feeling the effects of that barbed wire baseball bat match with Hunter Quinn on this past episode of Octane. Of course, Hunter Quinn winning that match, and thus his match with Alaric at Ascendance 12, we now know, it's going to be a hardcore match. Alaric certainly not looking forward to that. Stacy tries to make a tag. John Lipnick, though, going to stop him. Bit of a reality check for the doctor. Speaking of Hunter Quinn, a little bit later on, it's going to be Texas Tornado tag rules when the Gallery and the Unholy Alliance clash 3-on-3. Man, we have got some amazing matchups to look forward to. Talk about our main event. 8-woman tag team matchup. Amber Reed, Quinn Bell, Gianna and Celestia up against the foursome of Hannah Bennett, REW Ashley Rain, and Women's World Champion Beatrice Lotus Lipnick. Taking care of Ben Stacy at ringside. Now back into the ring. Couple of shots here to Alaric. 3 of them, but no, that last one gets stopped. Ben Stacy back in the ring, going to take advantage with a DDT. And it doesn't take a genius to think that Troy Colt and John Lipnick didn't exactly stand a very good chance of being able to cooperate here tonight, but I certainly did not expect Troy Colt to so early bow out. He was well and truly having none of it. Uh-oh, detonation kick by Ben Stacy puts the undisputed World Heavyweight Champion in trouble. Hook of the leg by Stacy, but only a 2 count. You know, John Lipnick suffering that loss to Ahmed last week here on Shockwave. He really can't afford to suffer another loss here, heading into his defense of the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship, of course, against Troy Colt. Main event of Ascendance 12, Day 2. And speaking of, a little bit of an announcement regarding that matchup. I can't believe I have to say this, but Observer Bread going to be joining us a little bit later on. An announcement regarding that matchup between Troy Colt and John Lipnick. I apologize in advance. Please don't turn off the show when Observer Bread shows his hideous mug. I assure you it won't last too long. Ben Stacy now in, immediately taken down with a knee. Tries again to cheap shot Alaric, but Lipnick was ready for him this time. Kick to the side of the head, sends him to the outside, but Ben Stacy's the legal man here. And Stacy, we've seen this before, that ripcord flatliner into the pin. 1, 2. What a kick out. And how about this, guys? Matchup I'm probably most looking forward to here tonight on this Ascendance edition of Shockwave. Peligro and Morgan gonna reignite their classic rivalry, one-on-one. Irish whip by John Lipnick down to the outside goes Ben Stacy. Troy Colt just chilling in the back now, probably with his feet kicked up, enjoying a nice cup of W. Use promo code CMV23. Get 10% off at checkout, by the way. Also very excited to announce, as you guys can probably see, but this Ascendance edition of Shockwave, as well as the Ascendance edition of Octane and Ascendance 12 itself, all 3 days brought to you by HelloFresh, once again sponsoring CMV. Big time grateful there. And click the link when it pops up in the chat, !HelloFresh, or use my promo code to support CMV. Get yourself some free meals, but Lipnick dragged into the corner, face first off that top turnbuckle. Tag is made right there. Hawks dropping the sub. You beauty, you. 31 months. My goodness. Seems like it was only yesterday. Big European uppercut by Alaric, who himself is definitely in need of some momentum heading into his hardcore match with Hunter Quinn at Ascendance 12. Damn, Lipnick just going off now, though. Bad news for the proprietor of Pure Wrestling. In trouble here is Alaric. As John Lipnick spins him around. Could be time for the sweet embrace. Sweet embrace is cinched in. Alaric's in trouble. Ben Stacy sees that. And before Alaric is put to sleep, what a save by young Ben Stacy. But Lipnick going to take care of business all by himself. He doesn't need Troy Colt, it would appear. But that gave Alaric time to escape to the outside. Lipnick is still focused on Ben Stacy here. Alaric from behind with a bear hug. A bear hug by Alaric. Trying to squeeze the life out of Lipnick here, but the Colt classic. Clapping the temple, sets himself free. Big time knee to the face. Again, this was supposed to be a tag team match, but before the matchup really even got started, John Lipnick decided to mess around with Troy Cole. Mr. No Days Off was having none of it. He bowed out. It's now a handicap match here. Tag made to Ben Stacy. Side headlock. Nice switch. Able to take Lipnick off his feet. Lipnick is pissed. Can't let his emotions get the better of him, though. Could it be time for another rendition of the People's Elbow? Right to the very heart of the Doctor. But an Irish whip attempt gets countered. Guys also here tonight. Championship gold going to be on the line. A rematch from last week. The Women's Tag Team Championship up for grabs. But it's going to be inside of a steel cage as the Undisputed Elite look to take the titles back from the Uncut Gems. Big clothesline there by John Lipnick. Quickly, hook of the leg, middle of the ring. Kick out at one by Alaric. Oh, and now it might be Alaric starting to get a taste of that People's Elbow. I don't know if John Lipnick is much a man of the people anymore, though. Was he behind that attack on Troy Cole all those months ago? At this point, I don't think it really matters. As we just saw, the animosity between these two has reached a boiling point. And they are looking to tear into each other at Ascendance 12 with the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship on the line. But right now, John Lipnick, sweet embrace again! And this time, no help from Ben Stacy! The sweet embrace! Alaric escapes! That is a very rare thing to see. Very, very few people have ever countered the sweet embrace before. What a reversal as Alaric now takes this fight to the outside, sweep of the leg by John Lipnick. Also here on Shockwave number 92, my friends, Ascendance Edition. It's going to be Anarchy Rules as Max Cutter gets Yamashita one-on-one. Big slap across the face by John Lipnick. And now a Luger landing on the floor. But we're at a count of 7. Can Lipnick get Alaric back into the ring in time? He's trying. He's trying very hard. He might actually be intentionally stalling here. What is Lipnick doing? Lipnick intentionally getting himself and Alaric counted out. This one is going to be a draw. But that was clear as day, intentional by John Lipnick. He deliberately held Alaric outside of the ring. Why would Lipnick do that? Oh, who knows what at any given time is going through the mind of John Lipnick, why he does what he does. Perhaps reserving whatever he has left for Ascendance 12, I don't know, but one way or the other, a double count out to kick things off here on this Ascendance edition of Shockwave. Oh, mamma mia, my friends, are you ready? Because I most certainly am. It has been too long since we've seen these two in a ring with one another. The classic rivalry reignited right here on Shockwave as the Ogre prepares to go one-on-one with Peligro. And both these men, of course, with big matchups coming their way at Ascendance 12. Morgan finally gonna come face to face with the Allfather, while of course Peligro meets Just Insane in a first blood match. And although Morgan seems confident that he knows who the Allfather is already, Adam Valentine is who Morgan wholeheartedly believes is pulling the strings behind the scenes. Will he be proven right? We find out at Ascendance 12, but well, things got real heated between Morgan and Peligro during the Ascendance 12 kickoff show. Both men trading barbed words. Obviously, still a whole lot of animosity here between these two that may really never fully go away. But that's all right. I can watch them fight until the end of time. And as the one and only Lucy Collins pointed out in her latest blog post, check it out, by the way. Go to the CMV Discord to get a breakdown of the Ascendance 12 card in its entirety. But, you know, she said this season, these last few months, really not been too great for Peligro. A lot of more losses than wins. And, you know, considering how red hot last season was for the Fatal Feline, Ascendance 12 is really where Peligro needs to turn things around. And, well, he certainly could do just that in a major way if he's able to make Just Insane bleed and, well, do as he said all those months ago, taste the blood of a wrestling god. So here we go, Morgan, Peligro. One-on-one, and both men just go straight for each other, with Peligro connecting with the first of what will surely be many super kicks in this matchup, but to the top rope. Well and truly, not beating around the bush here as he lines up his shot. That's quite a distance. Ooh, tries for a super kick from off the top, but Morgan just knows him too well, able to step out of the way. Referee is the one who needs to get out of the way. Peligro with some elbows to the midsection coming up next after this guy's Women's Tag Team Championship on the line as the Undisputed Elite look to make it a short reign for the Uncut Gems. It's going to be inside of a steel cage. Also coming up a little bit later on, guys, my main man, Ahmed, coming off of his massive win last week here on Shockwave over Undisputed with heavyweight champion John Lipnick. He's in action, one-on-one with Tenra. Getting ready, of course, for himself and I to crush those two bozos, Bad Bunny and Post Malone, at Ascendance 12. Peligro, nice forearm smash, able to hop back into the ring. Morgan, of course, with the power advantage. Peligro with the speed, a classic clash. Kick to the side of the head. As now using those kitty claws wrapped around the throat here, Morgan. Has to be careful not to get himself disqualified, though, as Morgan quickly escapes the outside, but straight back in. There ain't no running here. And a Falcon Arrow from Lord Ogre. Quickly tries to drop the elbow. Peligro out of the way. As he gets a little kick to the knee. Not very effective. Morgan immediately just puts him right back down. Don't forget, guys, also still coming up, Texas Tornado Tag. It is going to be mayhem out here when the Gallery and the Unholy Alliance clash. I'm going to make sure to stay far away. Peligro trying to take Morgan for a little bit of a walk, but Some elbows to the midsection, managing to set the former global champion free. Drops down behind, Peligro into a reverse DDT. You know, I truly believe Peligro might have a little bit of an unfair advantage going into that first blood match with Justin Sane, because he's got those sharp as all hell kitty claws. We just saw him put to use, tearing at the face of Morgan. Might have to declaw Peligro before Ascendance 12 to make it an even playing field. Nice senton across the lower back of Morgan. As Morgan drops the outside, looking for a breather, but he ain't gonna find. Holy shit! Peligro off the top. Taking out Morgan. No rest for the wicked. Morgan though right back to his feet. Throws Peligro back into the ring. Immediately sent back down to the outside. Peligro's loving it. He's in control, but perhaps not for long. Morgan gets back into the ring. Quickly an Irish whip throws him into the corner. Backsplash. Oh my God. Tries for a double boot stop. That might have caved in the head of Morgan right there if it connected, but again, these two know each other so well. Knife edge chop. And a barrage of clotheslines. Trying to take Peligro's goddamn head off here. Quickly into the pin. One. Only a 1 count. And these two have been fighting at this point for years. I remember when Ogre Vex and Danger Cat fought one-on-one. Oh! Morgan going for vexation, but Peligro was too quick. Double tap into the pin. Oh, man, but only a 2 count. Like I said, they know each other so well. Peligro saw it coming. He's not finished, guys. From out of the corner. No, Morgan says, I don't think so. Puts the fatal feline down with another clothesline. Vexation again. No, Peligro gets out of the way. And around we go. Irish whip. Goes low for a shot to the gut. Great kick combination. Double boot stop. Peligro's really put the work in on the lower back of Morgan throughout this match. And another step-up senton. You know, whoever the All-Father is, got to be watching this matchup. And if Morgan heads into Ascendance 12 with an injured lower back, the All-Father's going to know it. And here we go, kitty claws again being utilized. Peligro has to be careful, almost got himself disqualified. He's going back up to the top. What's it going to be this time? Oh my! I have never seen a splash connect like that before. It was effective though. Peligro, another step-up senton. I'll tell you, that lower back of Morgan right now, it's got to be feeling like my lower back. Forget about it. Hook of the leg by Peligro, but a kick out. Peligro getting upset here. What is he got to do to keep Morgan down? He's going to go to the corner again. Will he connect this time? Soup. No, Morgan is just having none of it. And Vexation finally connects. 1, 2. But Peligro kicks out. Morgan, however, not a moment of hesitation. Back on the attack with a deadlift dominator to his arch rival. Here comes a barrage of elbows from the 300-pounder. Oh, and if he locks in that Lion Tamer, I thought that might be what he was going for, but no, a deadlift power bomb instead. Peligro, super kick, and another! But he isn't satisfied. The fatal feline is out for blood. Will it finally connect? Super kick! Middle of the ring, 1, 2! Unbelievable! Peligro tries for the choke again, but Morgan Gets to his feet and now back and forth. Another instant classic here between these two. They are swinging for the fences. Chop for chop. Punch for punch. Morgan getting the better of Peligro now, but Peligro still unwilling to back down. Super kick. The ripcord knee to follow it up, but Morgan with the wherewithal to drop to the outside, but again, you can rub it, you cannot hide from Peligro! Taking his time now. Peligro extending the arm, isolating the hand. And that's the vexation hand. You break Morgan's hand, he ain't gonna be able to get good enough grip to hit vexation. Peligro trying to give himself just a precious few seconds here to recover. As Morgan is down on the outside, I don't believe Peligro would try to intentionally win this match by countout. Yeah, I didn't think so. To the top, Peligro. What the hell is he gonna do here? Oh my God! A fucking neck breaker! From the top, catching Morgan on the outside. How does Morgan not have a broken freaking neck right now? And Peligro can't be stopped! But Morgan this time, finally, able to see it coming, gets back into the ring. Peligro right after him. Tries for vexation, but Peligro instead, using those kitty claws, jumping on the back of Morgan, scratching away. Super kick, no! Morgan with an Irish whip. Headbutt. Puts down Peligro with authority, and now Morgan dragging him towards the center of the ring. He might be looking for that lion tamer, but Peligro will not stay down, put into the corner. Big body splash by the Ogre. What the fuck is he doing? A Vader bomb? A Vader bomb! 300 pounds, flattening Peligro. But he picks himself up. There's no denying the toughness of Peligro. It's been documented time and again. He's going to the ropes to avoid vexation. Springboard super kick! 1, 2, 3, and Peligro has finally done it! Beats Morgan! 1, 2, 3. Iskandir's back, and he's attacking Morgan. We haven't seen him in a couple of weeks, but Peligro, wait a minute! Peligro won't let it happen! Takes out Iskandir! And these two might not like each other, but there's a great amount of respect. And Peligro was not about to let that happen. What a match. Of course, didn't we expect anything else but another instant classic from Morgan and Peligro. The Allfather obviously trying to get a few final licks in before ascending his 12, sending Iskandir out there. Don't think he expected for Peligro to be the one to save Morgan, but, well, the show continues, guys, and coming up next, as you can see hanging above the ring, a steel cage. And will the Women's Tag Team Championship reign of the Uncut Gems be a short one The Undisputed Elite looking to make sure of it. Represented in this one by Suplex and Ashley McKay. Of course, it was last week here on Shockwave that the Uncut Gems knocked off the Undisputed Elite to become Women's Tag Team Champions. And that steel cage making sure that the rest of the Undisputed Elite, as well as Risa Masami and Hakiko, do not attempt to get involved in this one as they have time and again over the last few weeks. Who will have the Women's Tag Team titles in their possession come that huge 8-woman tag team match at Ascendance 12? A dream come true it was. I mean, especially for Alexia Diamond last week here on Shockwave. Her first ever championship here in CMV. But it could very well end up being one of the shortest reigns in CMV history if the Undisputed Elite have their way here tonight. And the rules for this tag team steel cage matchup, guys, there are no pins and there are no submissions. Both members of one team have to escape the cage in order for the match to come to an end. So that's either by climbing up and over the cage or exiting through the door. And it's very interesting in matchups like this. We've seen in the past, sometimes you don't want to be the first one to escape the cage because then you leave your partner all by themselves in there in a handicap situation. Sometimes it boils down to a straight-up race. So here we go. Women's Tag Team Championship. Up for grabs last two times that these teams have faced off. The Uncut Gems have gotten the better of the Undisputed Elite. But the thing about the Undisputed Elite is that the four members, they're interchangeable. Again, this is a whole new challenge for the Uncut Gems here. This combination of Ashley McKay and Suplex. This isn't who they beat last week. So now the cage gonna lower. Trapping these four inside again. Both members of one team have to escape the cage in order for this match to come to an end. And this, of course, leading into that 8-woman tag team matchup at Ascendance 12. And you see Ashley McKay is looking to escape nice and early, but Alexia Diamond trying to stop her. McKay battles her back. Suplex coming to the aid of McKay. Again, no pins or submissions here. Captures Suplex. Now Ruby Rattel gets dropped on her neck. McKay with an attempted bicycle knee. We see Alexia Diamond send her into the corner. Suplex, meanwhile, tossing around Rattel like it ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Still to come here tonight, my friends, Texas Tornado Tag as the Gallery and the Unholy Alliance will clash. We've also got an Anarchy Rules match. Max Cutter one-on-one with Yamashita. Not to mention our huge main event 8-woman tag team matchup, but right now it's about the Women's Tag Team Championship. The Undisputed Elite looking to become 2-time champs. Nice Hurricane Rana right there by Diamond. Suplex just continuing to have her way with Miss Rattel. Alexia Diamond is now the one looking to escape. It's really hard to find your footing. But look at this guy's Plex. Oh, it seemed like for a moment she was going to allow Diamond to escape. That was a nasty landing for Diamond. As I was saying, though, it's really hard to find your footing. That chain link, I mean, especially when you're in a matchup and you're Covered in sweat. Big boot to the side of the head. Well, here's suplex now. Taking her turn. Trying to climb the cage wall. Alexia Diamond grabbing her by the ankle. Oh, and shoving her knees right into the cage wall. Now look at this. A power bomb. That's some serious strength right there by Alexia Diamond. Double leg takedown by Ruby Raquel. Open palm strikes McKay. Planting their boot right between the eyes of Alexia Diamond. Suplex. Oh, she got Ruby Raquel caught with a cross armbar here, but once again, there are no submissions, no pinfalls either. No countouts, no disqualifications. You got to escape the cage, but I don't think Suplex is looking for a submission. Goddamn, trying to break Ruby's arm. Hey, not a bad strategy. Break her arm. She's not going to be able to climb the cage wall. Alexia Diamond with this elevated dragon sleeper. Not going to win the match, though. This will. Making that climb. Trying to find her footing. Suplex just letting her go for it for a moment or two. And now we're going to get her payback with a powerbomb of her own. Ruby Raquel dragging McKay over to the ropes. Gonna try to help out Alexia Diamond. Doesn't really look like Diamond needs her help, though. Ruby Raquel just evidently really wants to get her hands on Suplex at the moment. Ashley McKay all the while just hanging out. Alexia Diamond says fine then. Giving way too much time there. McKay going for the cutter. Nice counter by Diamond. Follows it up with a forearm smash. Ruby Raquel trying for that maneuver we've seen her hit many times before. Oh my God! Alexia Diamond slammed back first into the cage wall. Now McKay playing defense, trying to give Suplex the time she needs to climb the wall here, but Alexia Diamond trying to stop her. Suplex going to decide to stop climbing. Oh, a little bit of a crisscross. Rare sight these days. McKay seeing that Alexia Diamond, oh my God, fell right on top of Suplex. McKay, they're going to miss that kick attempt to Ruby Raquel. These women are really putting the cage itself to use in this match. It's like a fifth competitor. Suplex again trying to escape, and once more Ashley McKay trying to give her that time that she needs. Alexia Diamond, oh, Diamond! Gonna throw Suplex face first, man. That's like going face first into a cheese grater. But look at this, Alexia Diamond, a submission hold. Locked in, but again, no submissions. Even if McKay were to tap out, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't end the match. Looping palm strike attempted. McKay says, get that shit out of here. But a kick to the midsection, back and forth in between these two. They drop Bulldog. Alexia Diamond, Ruby Raquel now looking to escape. Suplex, putting that to a stop real quick. But Ruby Raquel's hanging on. Alexia Diamond. You can see referee Murphy posted at the door. You can't escape through the door as well. A rare thing to see in these steel cage matches, but I feel like often the competitors just straight up forget that they can actually escape through the door. I'm not too sure what's going on over there between Suplex and Ruby Raquel. Looked like they were making out for a second. But now Ashley McKay getting her taste of the cage wall. Oh my, European uppercut on the back of McKay's head, just smashing off the steel cage wall. Alexia Diamond with Ruby Raquel stand on top of Suplex, and Ashley McKay still down. Alexia Diamond, this could be her chance, guys. She's made it to the top. Now she's just got to get to the outside, and both feet got to touch the floor. Suplex is trying to stop her. Here comes Ashley McKay as well. Everybody's climbing the cage. Raquel Gonna stop suplex with McKay able to drag Diamond back inside of the cage. And now both these women. It's like a duel of the fates up here. Oh, and goodbye McKay! Wait a minute, are both the gems gonna try to escape? Yes, they are. McKay can only stop one of them. She's going after Alexia Diamond. This gives Ruby Raquel the clear. Raquel! She's made it to the top. Ashley McKay's got to scramble. Can she make it up to the top to stop her? Grabbing her by the leg. Yes. Drag her back inside of the cage. McKay really the MVP of this matchup. Oh, there goes Ruby Raquel face first into the cage wall. But remember, guys, both members of one team have to escape, not just one. That's the tricky part of this matchup. Ruby Raquel. I'll tell you what, all of these women, they might not make it to a set as 12 in one piece. They are beating the hell out of each other. Nice reversal by suplex. As Ashley McKay gets set up for a little springboard dropkick, but all the while suplex trying to make her try to escape. No. Ruby Raquel getting her maneuver in up to 21. Shades of the newly minted Hall of Famer Shay Hoxton right there. Ashley McKay getting cheered on by Suplex. Suplex is saying, go for it, I'll watch your back. Ashley McKay has made it to the top. Alexia Diamond is completely out of it right now. And Suplex has Ruby Raquel trapped. Ashley McKay has done it. She's made it to the outside. She's just got to drop down. Both feet have to hit the floor. Yes, Ashley McKay has escaped. So now, see, here's the thing. Suplex is now in a handicap situation. She has to escape the cage too. But the Uncut Gems, they now have the numbers advantage. Plex with a Kimura. Looking like she's going to snap the arm of Raquel. Alexia Diamond doing nothing to help. Oh, look at Raquel writhing in agony. Guys, that very well may have broken her arm. And if that's the case, she's not going to be climbing that cage anytime soon. Well, speaking of the cage, Suplex getting a good taste of it. Wait a minute, there goes Alexia Diamond, guys. This would even things up. If Alexia Diamond can escape, she's made it to the top. Both Suplex and Ruby Raquel beginning to stir. Alexia Diamond's made it to the top. Unpretty her to Suplex, and that gives Alexia Diamond the time she needs. Diamond's out of here. Both feet gotta hit the floor. Yes! This is now a one-on-one situation for the Women's Tag Team Championship. Suplex. Ruby Raquel. Who can escape the cage first? Dragged into the corner. Raquel up on top. What is Suplex planning here? Oh, God. Oh, my Lord. Suplex with a superplex. What? Rolls through. You got to be joking. Falcon Arrow. The power, the unbelievable power of Suplex. She could have escaped right there, but she's not done. Wanted to get a couple more hits in. She's having fun. Ruby Raquel, though, never be underestimated. The former Women's World Champion. Oh, but into the cage wall, back first. Suplex. She should have won when she had the chance. Now she might pay the price. Big time knee to the chest. And a heel kick to the back of the head. Ruby Raquel doing all that she can as both Ashley McKay and Alexia Diamond watch from ringside. They have already escaped. Fireman's carry by Suplex, and Suplex says, all right, I'm out of here. She's going for the climb, I believe. Yes. Suplex is making the climb, but Ruby Raquel says, I don't think so. Knocks her down. Harsh landing there, and now it's Raquel. Ruby Raquel begins to climb. With Alexia Diamond cheering her on. She's made it to the top. Yes. Ruby Raquel's gonna do it. Ruby Raquel. And still, the CMV Women's Tag Team Champions. Suplex can do nothing but watch at this point as the Uncut Gems are able to retain a hard-fought match. But indeed, still, your Women's Tag Team Champions. A well-deserved win, no doubt about it. I have to, sorry about that wait right there. I have to fix this real quick. I just realized, hopefully this hasn't been up there the whole time. The HelloFresh thing. didn't size it properly, evidently. See if I can fix it. Has it been up the whole time? Oh, jeez. Rip. Sorry about that. See if I can get it properly. Is that? No, still needs a little bit. Maybe right about there. Nope. Maybe right about there. Almost. I know this is truly riveting. Still better than a Observer Bread promo, which we're going to have to sit through a little bit later on. I think I almost got it though. Maybe right about here. Oh, yeah. A little bit lower right there. Oh, baby. Perfect. We've done it. We've done it. We've truly done it. Which, by the way, perfect opportunity to, again, thank our sponsor for this Ascendance edition of Shockwave, the Ascendance edition of Octane, and, of course, Ascendance 12 itself, HelloFresh! Click on the link when it pops up in the chat, !HelloFresh. Use the promo code. Get yourself some free meals. Support CMV as we get ready for Texas Tornado Tag Team action, baby. I don't even know if we're actually in Texas, but Texas Tornado Tag rules going to be in effect. And that means all 6 men going to be in the ring at the same time. It means no countouts, no disqualifications. It means falls count anywhere, baby. This one's going to get crazy. And it's certainly good preparation for the gallery as they, of course, prepare to meet the trio Josh Wolf, Leon Gara, and Ace Reeves at Ascendance 12. Anarchy in the arena. But this matchup stemming from an altercation during the Ascendance 12 kickoff show between specifically Charlie Garfield and his former friend, Hunter Quinn. They got into it, had to be separated by security. Well, now they're bringing their respective boys to battle here tonight on Shockwave. We also got to mention the friction that's been brewing as of late between Charlie Garfield and Mystery Mask the Fourth. They got physical with one another after losing their handicap match against Justin Sane this past edition of the Underground. Hopefully Jay Young has knocked their heads and straightened them out. They got to be a solid unit for this match, and especially at Ascendance 12. And I'm sure Hunter Quinn was happy to see Allard getting knocked around by John Lipnick earlier tonight. And even happier with the fact that come Ascendance 12, his match with Alaric going to be hardcore rules thanks to his win over Ben Stacy this past episode of Octane. Obviously giving Hunter Quinn a massive advantage as he looks to go 4-0 at the show of shows. And Ascendance 12 itself could be a massive event for the Unholy Alliance across the board. We know that Jeremy Barmore, I should say, and Bloody Justice are part of that fatal 4-way Tornado Tag Team matchup for the Octane Tag Team Championship. You got Alvarez competing in the Slick B Memorial Battle Royal, and Jasmine Crossing's going to be in that Women's Gauntlet Eliminator for a future shot at the Women's World Championship. I mean, a clean sweep for the Unholy Alliance and Ascendance 12. There'll really be no denying that Hunter Quinn and his Unholy Alliance rule Octane. But they're on Shockwave here tonight. And I'd say just as Hunter Quinn will have a significant advantage against Alaric in that hardcore match in Ascendance 12, the Unholy Alliance with the advantage in this one against the Gallery, who are certainly more mat-based, especially Jay Young and Charlie Garfield, pure wrestlers. This is definitely not their forte, a Texas Tornado tag. But I did get some big-time news earlier tonight, guys, regarding the Ascendance edition of Octane coming up a little bit later on this weekend, that Bloody Justice will be defending his Anarchy Championship against Alaric. Made official just earlier tonight by Pat LaFave. Can you imagine Alaric as the Anarchy Champion? Everything about him, the antithesis of Anarchy. As this one gets underway, and again, Tornado rules in full effect. No tags necessary. No countouts, no disqualifications. The first team to get either a pin or submission will win this match and certainly pick up some big-time momentum heading into Ascendance 12. Charlie Garfield going to the outside. He might be the first one to look to grab a weapon. Yep, digging out of that ring. What's he going to find? Ah, he's got wood! A table produced by Charlie Garfield as someone just got busted open. I saw some blood go flying onto the mat. Oh, Hunter Quinn's got himself a sledgehammer. He doesn't want that, though. Hopefully there isn't another barbed wire baseball bat out of the ring. We saw what he was able to do with that against Ben Stacy on Octane. Jeremy Barmore, the current Rite of Passage champion, could very well see himself leave Ascendance 12 as a double champion. Bloody Justice, maybe not so, because again, defending his Anarchy Championship against Alaric on Octane. That'll be a big test for Alaric, at least an opportunity, yes, of course it'll be for the Anarchy Championship. That means it's going to be Anarchy rules. Anything goes. Going to get his feet wet before his dance with Hunter Quinn at Ascendance 12. Mystery Mask the fourth. Gonna spin around Hunter Quinn, but caught by Bloody Justice with a pile driver. Gonna casually pull that one out, huh? The Zero G champion Jay Young dragging Hunter Quinn into the corner. The two ringleaders meeting. But it's really Charlie Garfield and Hunter Quinn that want to get a piece of each other. Well, there you go. Tiger driver by the Psycho Killer, but he's going to pin Jay Young. Don't exactly understand that strategy, but I'm not the one in the ring, at least not right now. Still to come, though, guys, here on Shockwave. Number 92 is Bloody Justice, uses a trash can to bash in the face of Mystery Mask. Oh! Hunter Quinn's got the Rings of Saturn locked in on Garfield, but refuses to tap. A lot of history between these two men, former tag team partners in another life. Like I said, they got into it during the Ascendance 12 kickoff show. Had to be separated by security. Bloody Justice now with a pinfall attempt. As I was saying, they'll still to come here on Ascendance number 92, Ascendance Edition. We've got that Anarchy Rules match between Max Cutter and Yamashita. Don't forget Xander Slate and global champion Aaron Stone still to come one-on-one in our huge 8-woman tag team matchup. With the main event is Bloody Justice secures the win off that tombstone pile driver. The unholy... the newest member of the Unholy Alliance, Floating Trash Can. What a big-time win for the Unholy Alliance. Like I said, this is their kind of matchup, and they showed exactly why that's the case. What is happening here? Well, that was just... Whoa, wait a minute! Jason Spade! Jason Spade is here and just ambushed Xander Slate as he was making his way towards the ring. The referee not going to be able to get Jason Spade off of Xander Slate alone. Has called down security. Well, Jason Spade knew that Xander Slate was going to be here tonight. The opportunity for him to get some licks in before, of course, our main event of Ascendance 12 Day 3. 3 stages of hell it's going to be when Xander Slate looks to get his revenge once and for all against Jason Spade. I don't know how the hell Spade even got into the arena. I know that security has been really bolstered over these last few weeks by Pat LaFave. He's hired dozens more security guards than we typically have, just because of all the ongoing blood feuds heading into Ascendance 12. You think of the amount of security that was on Octane when the Ted and Tracy James came face to face. But, well, obviously Spade finding some way into the arena, making it out here to ambush Xander Slate. But this match is now officially on, as Aaron Stone, the current global champion, who of course prepares for his defense against Akunin at Ascendance 12. Well, this is another matchup stemming from the Ascendance 12 kickoff show. A little bit of a meeting between these two. Xander Slate, after disrespecting the global champion, gave Aaron Stone a knee to the gut before being dragged away by security. Hook of the leg by Stone, but a kick out by the OG Dirty Heel. Oh, hopefully Jason Spade has now been escorted out of the arena by security. And Xander Slate with a Hangman's neckbreaker into the Last Chancery vintage Xander Slate here, but it looks like he released the hold. Instead, a springboard leg drop A man consumed with vengeance. Trying for the clean slate. But the big sexy daddy with a gut buster. Into the pin. 1, 2. Aaron Stone, a man who in a matter of weeks went from thinking he was going to be defending his global championship against Andrew Briggs, now tasked with finding some sort of way to prepare for the demon Akunin after the rug was pulled out from under him, courtesy of Sabanto, and Andrew Briggs, of course, taken out by Akunin. But Aaron Stone, during that Ascendance 12 kickoff show, he said, when asked how he's been preparing, he says, nothing's changed. I'm still in that performance center every single day, every single week, training as hard as I can. Whether it's Andrew Briggs, whether it's Akunin, whether it's anyone, I am ready to defend my global championship. But I don't know how anybody can truly prepare for someone, or rather something like Akunin. Well, right now, Aaron Stone is in there with one of the greatest of all time, Hall of Famer, Xander Slate, who might be looking for the STF. But Aaron Stone sensed that it was coming. Pump handle. Slam, putting down he who is vengeance out of the corner, though Slate very quickly. Cutter! Scrambles into the pin. 1, but only a 1 count. A 1 count. Well, guys, coming up next after this matchup, once again, I have to ask you, please do not turn off the show, but we've got an announcement from Observer Brett. I don't know how the hell he convinced Pat LaFave or anyone else to give him airtime, but he's apparently got some breaking news regarding the matchup between Troy Colt and John Lipnick for the Undisputable Heavyweight Championship at Ascendance 12. Slate walk slam into the pin, but still, it isn't enough to keep Aaron Stone down. Might be looking for the STF again, and this time Slate's got it. STF is cinched in. Aaron Stone's in serious trouble. The global champion taps out. How the hell is Jason Spade back out here? Spade has managed to somehow ditch the security that dragged him away before the matchup started. And the referee doing all he can to hold Xander Slate back, but there's nothing that can keep these two from each other any longer. They can't wait until Ascendance 12, 3 stages to hell. Xander Slate, Jason Spade, here comes security. They're gonna need more than that.
Ladies and gentlemen, gather around, because I've got some news so big, so monumental, you'll be telling your grandkids about this day. All right, so first things first, mark your calendars, because on day 2 of Ascendance 12, for 1 day only, you can get your subscription to my wrestling newsletter using Bread Plus for just $4.99. That's right, folks. I'm practically giving it away. And why? Because I care about you, the loyal fans, the one who keep the wheels on this finely tuned machine turning. But wait, there's a little bit more. Now, I didn't just come out here to shill my own personal and widely great reviewed subscription service. On the very same day of day 2 of Ascendance 12. When the dust is settled and the lights are shining bright, yours truly, Observer Bread, will be taking his rightful place at the commentary table for the main event. Yeah, that's right. You heard that right. The match of the century. Mr. No Days Off himself, Troy Colt, versus the Colt Classic himself, the undisputed heavyweight champion, John Lipnick. And who did the powers that be choose to call it? Not Dashing. Oh, no. They chose the man with the golden voice, the man with the Midas touch, the man who's always got the right words for the right moments. They chose me. Now I know what you're thinking. Why me and not Dashing? Well, let's just say the company wanted someone who could handle the pressure, someone who can elevate the moment to a whole new level. Someone who doesn't just talk the talk, but walks the walk, drives the drive, and seals the deal. Well, let's face it, folks, when it comes to selling the biggest match of Ascendance 12, who better than your favorite? The one you already know, the one and only, me. So, Dashing, I hope you're taking notes, because on day 2, when the bell rings and history is made, you'll be watching the best to do it, do what he does best. Make magic on the mic. So, don't forget, folks, to get that subscription, buckle up, and prepare for the rides of your life. Because on day 2 of Ascendance 12 is going to be one of the most important days in all of CMV history. It's going to be one for the record books, and trust me, you do not want to miss it.
This is unbelievable. This is the first that I have heard of this. Observer Bread commentating the main event of Ascendance 12 Day 2, Troy Colt versus John Lipnick for the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. Does CMV want the company to go out of business? What are they thinking? I gotta make some calls. How did that bald-headed buffoon manage to convince Pat LaFavor or whoever? Must have slipped some money in the right pockets. This won't stand. I'll tell you right now, forget about everything you just heard from that moron. It ain't happening, all right? I won't let it happen. God, even those couple of minutes I had to sit here and listen to Observer Bread talk. By the way, could you get a tighter shirt? Come on now. And who wears pink these days? So out of fashion. But unlike Observer Bread, I am a professional, the #1 commentator of the year, as voted by the CM Universe, mind you. And the show must go on. We've still got a lot of great action here tonight. And, well, it's our tertiary main event up next. And Anarchy Rules it's going to be, as Max Cutter gets his hands on Yamashita. Remember, it was a few weeks ago that Max Cutter was intent on seemingly ending the life of DRH right before our very eyes. Had him set up with a chair wrapped around his neck and moments away from potentially, well, doing the unthinkable, if not for Yamashita, who swooped in to stop that from happening. Max Cutter may have ended the Shockwave career of DRH. He wanted to end a whole lot more. But like he said himself a couple weeks ago, Max Cutter, that is, going to make Yamashita pay for sticking his nose where it didn't belong. Max Cutter obviously severely outweighed here by the Tsunami Titan. Yamashita going to have to rely on that hardcore background of his. This is an Anarchy Rules match. Anything goes. No countouts, no disqualifications. Nice catch there by Cutter, able to put Yamashita into the corner. And obviously these two big favorites for many in the Slick B Memorial Battle Royal at Ascendance 12. The one and only Lucy Collins, you know, she's pegged Rafael Hernandez to be the winner. I find myself struggling to disagree, but with so many big names this year, I just do not know if I could really pick only one. I think I might still have to go with Joey Bacon, though. After his performance in that Battle Royal on the Underground, forget about it. Oh, well, here we go. Trash can. Is that the mythical flying trash can utilized by Hunter Quinn earlier? Or? Now from the full mount, lefts and rights. Starting to come out next in our home event, guys. Ahmed, my main man in action. He goes one-on-one with Tenra. And let's not forget about our main event 8-woman tag team matchup. Amber Reed, Quinn Bell, Gianna, and Celestia against Hannah Bennett, RBW, Ashley Rain, and Women's World Champion Beatrice Lotus. I'll tell you what, Yamashita right now in firm control and giving Max Cutter a proper shellacking, if I do say so myself. Yamashita back under the ring. What's he looking for this time? A sledgehammer, bam! Right to the midsection of Max Cutter. Now a shot to the lower back as well. And Yamashita posing for those fans in the front row to take some pictures. What a guy. But that might have been a mistake. Gave Max Cutter a chance to recover slightly. Big forearm to the side of the head off those stomps to the chest. And now into the full mount, we get some hammer fists followed up by some elbows. The violent one, who as always in a rather violent mood. Getting caught with a few elbows there. Yamashita sees his opening. Then no countouts, but it isn't false count anywhere. Oh, here's a table. And Max Cutter about to get some wood to the face. He makes sure that does not happen. As now Yamashita throws him back into the ring. Cutter quickly trying to get to his feet. Ooh, nice roll out of the way. But now an Irish whip gets reversed. Big discus clothesline. Woo! I saw Max Cutter's soul leave his body right there. Good Lord Almighty. Cutter says, get the hell off me. And a clothesline of his own at short range. As now he goes to the outside. Tries to grab at the ankle of Yamashita, fails. Yamashita! Off the ropes with a clothesline. It's just not often you're going to see a man the size of Yama fly around like that. Drops my jaw every time I see it. But little Cutter with a high knee off the rebound. Back elbow. Just throwing absolutely everything at Yamashita right now. Uh-oh, going to the corner. What is Cutter thinking about here? This does not end well for Yamashita. Double boot stomp to the back of the head. That's like a shotgun blast. Yamashita could be done for. No, a kick out. The Tsunami Titan. Just barely able to hang in there, but Max Cutter is not finished. Not by a long shot. He's back under that ring. And once he got a kendo suicide dive, but man, completely whiffed it. Eating the floor there. Now Cutter with a kendo stick. Yamashita able to chop it out of his hands. Taking him for a ride. Cutter says no thank you. Able to escape it now. Stiff elbow to the chest as Cutter. Not giving a damn about the opinion of these fans who are certainly behind Yamashita 100%. And letting them know it. A violent one. Now we use the steel steps to do some extra damage. Just tossing Yamashita all over the goddamn place. Giving him a tour of the ringside area. Now he wants him in the ring, but Yamashita's able to reverse. Cutter goes crashing into the side of the barricade and met with a gargantuan leg drop. I have seen Yamashita crush watermelons with his legs before. Don't ask me where I saw that happen or why I was there to see that, but I have seen it. And now Max Cutter with a steel chair, but again, Yamashita doesn't give him the chance to use it. Leon dropping the sub. Thank you so much, my man. Appreciate you. Yamashita now, he's got the steel chair, and he's holding nothing back. Denting that chair over the head of Max Cutter. But Cutter now reversing that Irish whip back into the ring. Irish whip. Yamashita met with a headbutt. I would never take a look at someone the size of Yamashita and think to headbutt him, but well, I'm not Max Cutter. He's going to go for that kendo stick, I think. Yamashita charging after him. Cutter wasn't ready for it. Then throws him down onto the floor. Oh, and a shot to the dick! That was a closed fist, clear as day, right to the dick and maybe even the balls. But again, there's no disqualifications. This is Anarchy Rules. Cutter's got another chair. And again, uses it to batter Yamashita. We all saw what he did to DRH in that I Quit match, man. There is no line Max Cutter will not cross. Yamashita now's got a ladder. Oh, and right to the face of Max Cutter. And then just throws it on him. Because why not? Yamashita. Maybe took a few too many shots to the head in this match, though. It looks like he's not exactly sure what to do at this point. Kind of wandering around. Able to keep on top of Cutter, though, with these short arm clotheslines. And now it's Max Cutter who gets a taste of the Steel Steps kendo stick wielded by the Tsunami Titan. And he breaks it over the backside of Max Cutter. Max Cutter could use a few more spankings, in my opinion. That came out wrong. Yamashita doing all he can. But Max Cutter stay in the driver's seat, punishing him. This is what Yamashita gets for getting himself involved in Max Cutter's business. That's what the Violent One said. Oh, Uranagi! Big time! Not done though, Yamashita. Trying maybe a suplex, but Cutter with some well-placed punches to the midsection has himself an opening. Cutter! Pile driver! That's it, it's over. 1, 2. That man Yamashita has got a hard head, and I mean literally. What a kick out, but Cutter now gonna try for a scoop side. No, Yama's too thick. The Tsunami Titan with a tsunami! 1, 2, 3, Yamashita picking up a great win. What a match. What a fight between these two. And Yamashita, is it too late for me to change my pick for the Slick B? I might have to lock in Yamashita. Co-main event time now here on Shockwave number 92, this Ascendance edition. And the man who in last week's main event here on Shockwave beat clean, might I add, the current undisputed world heavyweight champion John Lipnick. My main man, Ahmed, looking to follow it up with another dominant victory right here tonight before he and I at Ascendance 12 beat the absolute hell out of those two certified bums, Bad Bunny and Post Malone, and then ride off into the sunset. Oh, you know it. And once again, shout out to HelloFresh guys for sponsoring CMV heading into Ascendance 12. Make sure to get yourself some delicious grub and support CMV while you're at it. Get yourself some free meals by using our promo code !HelloFresh there in the chat. We'll give you a link. As always, appreciated. And well, I know Ahmed, he's been eating right. He's been eating some HelloFresh these last few weeks. I've seen him in that performance center day in, day out. You don't get a physique like that just hanging around. Now, what have I been doing to train? Well, I've been watching him, you know? Hey, now, you know, I spotted him a few times. Here tonight, Ahmed one-on-one with Tenra, who I'm honestly surprised is able to come out here and compete tonight, considering the beating he got courtesy of Marty Michaels last week on Shockwave in that Falls Count Anywhere match they had. But Tenra not letting anything stop him from making it to Ascendance 12. He, of course, wanted to be a part of that Intercontinental Championship match, but no such luck for the Misfit. He's going to have to try his luck along with 19 others in the Slick B Memorial Battle Royal if he wants that shot at the Intercontinental Championship. Actually, a rematch here between these two. Tenra was one of the first victims of Ahmed when he first arrived here in CMV. Well, Tenra obviously remembers that as he comes out ready to get down to business with a nasty-looking dropkick. But, of course, Ahmed is going to shake it off like it ain't no thing. And the Egyptian Destroyer now. Holy shit, yeah, that's my boy! Looking to commit murder live here on Shockwave, belly to belly, out of the ring. Send that man up into the cheap seats. Tenra, he's a man who's taken many a beating throughout his CMV career. Again, just last week. Always manages to find a way to get back up, though, and keep fighting. Shaking his head, saying he ain't going to be no easy task for Ahmed. Here in our co-main event, rear naked choke applied. But the former NGW champion, whoa, rolls back. This could be a big steal right here, but no, not even a one count. Come on now. Elbows to the gut, Tenra. There's also a former NGW Tag Team Champion, a former Internet Champion too. Using those long legs of his for that kick to the back of the head. Now he looks to take Ahmed for a walk up against the ropes. He's got him But a back body drop once more sends Tenra packing. That's twice now he's been eliminated from the Royal Rumble. Oh, look at this now, Tenra. Ooh, just gonna drop Ahmed. Face first, and he gets right back up. Try again. Spread them legs. Stomp to the gut. Back into the ring, Tenra. No fooling around here, especially after his loss to Marty Michaels last week. Needs a big win like this to propel him into Ascendus 12, the Slick B Memorial Battle Royal. Stomp to the bicep, Tenra. Whoa, what the? DDT, okay. Even I gotta give Tenra some credit there, but again, Ahmed, like it's nothing. Oh, the second time seems to have maybe done some damage. Now, sleeper hold. Locked in by Tenra, but not for long. Jawbreaker gonna set Ahmed free. There's an Irish whip. Belly to belly overhead. Not out of the ring this time, at least. Oh my goodness, Ahmed just tossing this boy around. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Middle of the ring goes for the pin. Only a 1 count. Some closed fists. Right to the nose of Tenra. You ask me, Tenra could use a little bit of a facial reconstructive surgery. And a pile driver. Oh, might make Tenra forget who he is. Look at Ahmed. He's not done, man. You can see it in his eyes. He's not satisfied. The punishment doesn't end just yet. The Egyptian Destroyer with the bully choke. Bully choke is locked in. Nowhere for Tenra to go. And Tenra taps out. But wait a minute. Wait a minute. I know that disgusting music. That's Post Malone from behind. You coward. You criminal. Post Malone. Like a weasel. Attacking Ahmed from behind. He's lucky I'm all the way up here. Otherwise, he would pay dearly. You gotta be kidding. Where's security? Man, oh, excuse me, I might need a sip of my W. Sorry about that. I just got really worked up, you know what I mean? When is security gonna start doing their jobs around here? I mean, if I saw Post Malone trying to get into the arena, I'd think he was some crazy homeless man. This is unbelievable. Post Malone better be fined for that. I'm going to have a discussion with Pat LaFave after this show. I'll tell you that right now. But of course, like the professional I am, we've still got our massive main event to go here on this Ascendance edition of Shockwave. And Ahmed's gonna be just fine. That pussy, Post Malone, that did nothing but anger Ahmed. But now it is indeed time. 8-woman tag team matchup featuring some of the absolute greatest of all time throughout CMV history and the future of CMV as well. I think someone said something like a combined 20-plus championship reigns between these 8 women. Insane. And most of them probably belong to that woman right there, Amber Reed. The 2-time women's world champion who, of course, main events, Ascendance 12, day 1. Hostile territory she's going to be in, facing Riley Van Wilson in her home country of Poland. And of course, we know RBW's career will be on the line. Tonight, Amber Reed, who not much of a team player, gonna find herself paired up with what I've been calling this Mean Girls trio that's taken shape over the last few weeks. Quinn Bell, Gianna, and Queen of the Hill, Celestia, who have been using their numbers advantage to repeatedly beat down Beatrice Lotus week after week. We saw it just this past episode of Octane, the Gauntlet match. Beatrice Lotus actually managed to beat Quinn Bell, but then was pretty quickly put down by Gianna in the second matchup. Celestia, again, didn't even have to get her hands dirty. And we know that both Quinn Bell and Gianna will be busy in the Women's Gauntlet Eliminator at Ascendance 12. 8 women competing for a future shot at the Women's World Championship. Gianna, who's the current Rising Star champion, actually beat Quinn Bell to win that championship, thanks in large part to Beatrice Lotus, who, to be fair, was trying to help. It just backfired severely. And well, that's the big reason Quinn Bell decided to ditch being pals with Beatrice Lotus and join up instead with Gianna and Celestia, and I think that was the right choice. And last but most certainly not least for our first foursome here, the Queen of the Hill, the woman who at Ascendance 12 on day 3 challenges Beatrice Lotus for the Women's World Championship. The Moonchild Celestia. I've said it a couple of times now, I'll say it again. A genius, if you ask me. Celestia, easily one of the fastest rising stars we've seen in CMV over the last couple of years, within just a few months winning the Queen of the Hill match, and now headlining Ascendance 12, competing for the Women's World Championship. But Celestia, realizing she's inexperienced, realizing that she's the underdog, so what does she do? Surrounds herself with a legend like Quinn Bell, with a former Women's World Champion, Gianna, creating this dangerous trio that, again, has routinely been getting the better of Beatrice Lotus using their numbers advantage. And Celestia has really set herself up to walk into Ascendance 12 and potentially have a very easy time taking that Women's World Championship from Beatrice Lotus. And you want to talk about fast rising stars here in CMV, look no further than Hannah Bennett, who's only been around at this point a few weeks and has a win against Amber Reed. Picked up a tag team victory alongside Ashley Rain against the team of Chloe Marks and Ashley Riot. And now here in the main event of this Ascendance edition of Shockwave, competing amongst the greatest female competitors in CMV history. All of that within a few short weeks. And she's also going to be a part of that Gauntlet Eliminator. And I'll tell you what, man. Most might peg her as the dark horse in that match. I don't know. She might be low-key my favorite. With the hot streak that she has been on. And has certainly formed a very fast friendship with Ashley Rain. As we've seen Rain sort of taking Hannah Bennett under her wing in recent weeks. And it's tough to say, but this could very well be the last time ever we see Riley Van Wilson compete on Shockwave. As of course, in front of her friends, her family, her fellow countrymen and women in Poland, Ascendance 12 Day 1, the main event, puts her career on the line against Amber Reed. RBW, who just a couple of months ago looked like she was ready to join Shaorong, hang up them boots. Well, she doesn't wear boots. Hang up them socks for good. She doesn't really wear socks either. Hang up the towel for good, but really got revitalized after that matchup she had with Beatrice Lotus at Pick Your Poison. And wanted this matchup with Amber Reed at Ascendance 12. Called Amber Reed out. But Amber Reed said, I'm not going to face you. I've beaten you so many times before. What's it going to do for me? Riley Van Wilson had to agree to put her career on the line to get that match with Amber Reed. That's how badly Riley Van Wilson wants to prove that she can beat Amber Reed, that she has what it takes. And if she can't, maybe it's time after all to ride off into the sunset. Of course, we know that Ashley Rain will be competing in her first ever death match at Ascendance 12 against Ashley Riot. And again, Ashley Rain requesting that it be a death match after Riot spent weeks and weeks calling out Ashley Rain, attacking her, attacking Pat LaFave even, to get this match with Rain. Well, now she's got it. Will she regret it? Will we see a whole new side come out to play at Ascendance 12 in that death match? Ashley Rain, we've seen a mighty mean streak from her before. And last but most certainly not least, the Women's World Champion, Beatrice Lotus, a woman without any friends in that locker room. Nobody came to help her in that gauntlet match on Octane. Nobody came to help her when she was beaten down by Celestia, Gianna, and Quinn Bell a couple of weeks ago. And for good reason. all that she did with Otranto, all that she's done on her own this season, it's not exactly gone a long way making friends in that locker room. But at least tonight, she can rely on Hannah Bennett, RVW, and Ashley Rain to back her up. Not exactly three women that like Beatrice Lotus, but at least there's some respect there. Definitely between Lotus and RVW. We saw that much at Pick Your Poison when they shook each other's hand. And we know that Lotus and Rain have tagged together in the past. Beatrice Lotus. Will this be one of the last times we see her walk out here with the Women's World Championship in her possession? Or can she find a way to overcome the mounting odds at Ascendance 12? Right now, it's time for our main event. Amber Reed and Hannah Bennett. Whoa, okay! Nightfall instantaneously taking out Hannah Bennett, but Riley Van Wilson stopping this from potentially being one of the shorter matches in CMV history. Breaking up the pin. Bennett, oh, gonna fire back! Tiger Driver, aka the Bennett Bomb. As now she goes for the pin, but it's gonna be Rising Star Champion Gianna swooping in. Hannah Bennett staring a hole through her. Bennett made her debut against Amber Reed a few weeks ago, won the match by countout. Big shot to the gut by Riley Van Wilson, and here we go, a preview of our Ascendance 12 Day 1 main event. Take to the midsection by the Polish Warrior. With a snapmare. Oh, no. Amber Reed says, I don't think so, apparently. Spinning kick to the back of the head. Now she's going to make the tag for the Rebel Queen, Quinn Bell. Big super kick. And Bell looking for a very early botchplex. Middle of the ring. It's going to be Hannah Bennett again coming in to make the save. Now when Quinn Bell, instead of going after Bennett, takes a shot at Ashley Rain. Okay. Oh, Beatrice Lotus, obviously things have become very, very heated, very fast between these two. Just a month ago, they were maybe not friends, but definitely allies. Beatrice Lotus didn't mean to, but cost Quinn Bell her Rising Star Championship, and we saw that alliance come to an end rather abruptly. This chaos in this matchup right now. I can't even remember who's legal. I believe it's Quinn Bell and RVW. Quinn Bell's just beating up everybody but RVW right now. I don't know why the hell Amber Reed is in the ring. Oh! Bye-bye Lotus, but Quinn Bell able to avoid that elbow drop. Super kick followed up by a straight jacket German with the bridge to pin. 1, 2. 2.999 as Wilson tries to make the tag, and she does. Here comes the Women's World Champion. What a matchup between these two this past episode of Octane in that gauntlet match. Lotus, who did manage to eliminate Quinn Bell before being taken out by Gianna. Apparently Quinn Bell isn't finished with Riley Van Wilson and going after Ashley Rain again. This gives Lotus the chance to fire off a cravat cutter. Quinn Bell back into the ring. Lotus with the knife edge chop, setting our Women's World Champion up for a botchplex. Referee just busy staring at Riley Van Wilson, who is still looking out of it there in the corner. I don't know why the referee isn't counting her out. Showing some leniency. Quinn Bell Throwing her into the corner. Again, Wilson is not the legal woman for her team. That's Beatrice Lotus. Oh, and a drop kick to Gianna. But the hot tag made to Amber Reed. Nightfall to RBW. And if that happens in Ascendance 12, the career of Riley Van Wilson will be over. Now it's Lotus who's looking for a tag. RBW almost getting her team disqualified right there. It's a count of 3 by the referee. Cross-legged. Brain buster on the knee. Quick dragon screw. Lotus managing to send Amber Reed into the corner. Of course, Lotus defeated Amber Reed to capture the Women's World Championship a couple of months ago. They tagged Ashley Rain here. Nice teamwork between these two. Back body drop. Ashley Rain. Maybe thinking about going for that stop, and there's so much history between these two. You know, those 20-plus championship reigns. The majority of them belong to Amber Reed and Ashley Rain. And here's the tag to Celestia. A woman who has barely had to get her hands dirty over these last 2 weeks. Allowing Gianna and Quinn Bell to do all that dirty work for her. Celestia. Well, apparently not looking to hang around in this match for all too long. Tags in Gianna. That's genius, though. Celestia wants to keep herself as fresh as she possibly can heading into Ascendance 12, Day 3. Where she will challenge Beatrice Lotus for the Women's World Championship. And right now it's the Rising Star Champion, Gianna, a little over a year into her CMV career. She's a former Women's World Champion, former Women's Tag Team Champion, current Rising Star Champion, looking to put down Ashley Rain, but the small but mighty one coming back to life. Gory bomb! And Rain tags in Hannah Bennett. Quick back elbow. Dropping the main character, but right back up. Now pendulum backbreaker. Now goes after the back of Hannah Bennett's head here. These two with a very similar hair color. I wonder if they utilize the same hair dye. That's the burning question that we all want answered. Tag made to Amber Reed. Some teamwork here between these two. Back body drop. And Amber Reed looks like she wants a piece of, well, everybody. Amber Reed versus the world. Whoa, watch out RBW. Watch out Gianna. Hannah Bennett tries for a knee. No such luck though as she hammers away. Now stop to the midsection. Amber Reed wanting to slow things down. Hannah Bennett wanting to get the hell out of there, and she's able to make the tag to Ashley Rain. I don't know if that tag really should have counted. Air raid solid neck breaker, vintage. Amber Reed hook on the leg. Lotus getting a little bit worried there, but did not have to. Kick out by Rain. However, I don't think she's out of the woods just yet. Amber Reed stalking her, sizing her up. And these two have fought so many times. Some of the biggest matches in CMV history. Amber Reed makes the tag to Quinn Bell. Let's see if she can finish things off for her team here. Goes to the ropes for a moonsault. I don't know if she really connected there. Ashley Rain not really reacting. Perhaps it was just a very, very gentle springboard moonsault. Rain's right there to make the tag. Quinn Bell calling her a loser. Let's see if she can call RBW a loser to her face. I don't think that would be such a good idea. There's RBW going to work on the arm of Quinn Bell, trying to soften her up for that arm bar. Ashley Rain getting warned by the referee here. These ladies really playing fast and loose with the rules in this match. Numerous stomps to the bicep. RVW is feeling it. Quinn Bell, she wants no part of this, but Riley Van Wilson's not letting her go anywhere. Stretching out them arms. They're going to rip them off, take them home, put them in the trophy case. Half Nelson. Drops Quinn Bell on her head. Quick hook on the leg. 1, 2. Got a kick out by the Rebel Queen. RVW continuing to psych herself up. I mean, imagine being, again, I want to say in her shoes, but she does not wear shoes. Imagine being in the place of RVW. You're going to be competing in front of your friends, your family, your loved ones, your fellow countrymen and women. Your career is going to be on the line. Look at this teamwork. Back suplex, neckbreaker combo by two of the GOATs. Two former foes. Tag made to Celestia. Troy Colt-esque super kick putting Rain down quickly, but Hannah Bennett making the save. Celestia going to make her pay with that clothesline. And going after RVW as well, but RVW was ready. A cheeky little smirk on the face of Beatrice Lotus seeing that. Oh, there's a cheap shot from Lotus. Followed up by an enziguri, some impromptu teamwork. Again, I think that Hannah Bennett, RVW, Ashley Rain, they don't like Beatrice Lotus, but there's respect there. They respect her as Women's World Champion. Sunny side down. But Quinn Bell makes the save. Ashley Rain makes her pay with a brain buster. But now Rain is down 2. Oh, Quinn Bell just going to completely shake it off like it was nothing. Legend. This gives Celestia all the time she needs to get back to her feet. Irish Whip going to toss Rain into the corner. Oh, tag made to Chris Benoit's Ghost. There we go. Now the tag to Quinn Bell. I haven't seen Chris Benoit's Ghost in a long time here in CMV. It's been a minute. Fancy leg drop by Quinn Bell. Doesn't do much to keep Ashley Rain at bay, though. She comes back with a hard knee to the gut. In hostile territory now. Ooh, elbow to the side of the head. Off the ropes goes Rain. The pop-up. Single knee backbreaker. Quinn Bell. A lot of people, I feel like, underestimate her power. Oh, there's the crossface. We've seen this so many times from Quinn Bell. She's yanking back. No, Rain taps. Rain taps. Just before RVW made it over there to break it up. A truly millisecond too late. And Ashley Rain with no choice but to tap out. And what a foursome this is, man. What a victory. What a show. And if I don't see you on Octane, then I will see you at Ascendance 12.
We'll be right back.